Hey everyone, Arthur Fantastic here, and today I wanted to make a short video after the 2024 election. People in my circle know that I predicted the things that how it would turn out this time, but there are some concerning indicators of the future that I would like to touch on, as well as a reminder that this is just the beginning. Okay, there's supposed to be some sentencing at the end of the month on November 26th. I mean, political theater is just a stage. It's all acting. There's all this fucking extra shit that's happening behind closed doors of strategizing and marketing and public relations, aka propaganda. Whether or not that trial and all that shit was a kangaroo court, which it was, it's all bullshit. The felonies were not felonies. They were all of a sudden felonies, and they were charged against Trump. I will not go into that. That is not my specialty. There are other people who are breaking it down that have law degrees and training in the American judicial system's way of doing things. Regardless, those in the know it's bullshit, and that doesn't mean we don't have to deal with it. Okay? So, that aside, we've also got January, the swearing in, and 2 months of Biden still in power, and Kamala. Kamala's not going to be a good loser. Whatever might come from that, guys, I assure you it's going to be eventually back to business in the one side power hand behind the strings is pushing this country to fucking collapse, and the other side is, I want normal. That's it. It's not, oh, I'm going to fight against this other thing, and it's more like, I can't believe this is happening. I just want normal. There is a very small contingent of people on the right, and maybe even some people on the left, that are really trying to change how things are going. But overall, things are going the way that they're going, and they're not going to stop. I think all the demonstrations and all that stuff is silly. I think that in any other time period before the modern era, it wouldn't be people, and I've been talking about this on my other channel, talking about pulling guard. People know the rules. You can't fuck with them, so they can fuck with you, and they can't, and you won't fuck with them. And I don't think that the government should be able to fuck with them either. I think that a lot of overreach in the prosecution of political enemies has been happening on one particular side, and that's the left. And it has been never ending. It's been getting worse and worse, more blatant, and no one fucking cares. Everybody's got their own shit to take care of. Why? Because the fucking country is collapsing. Okay? One sniffles away from total failure. And what do you think is going to happen when Trump's in power? You think it's going to be all hunky-dory? You think something's going to start floating around and they're going to shut things down and make things harder for Trump again? In some way, shape, or form. They've been fomenting a lot of shit, like calling everyone on the right domestic terrorists and white supremacists. That's fucking ridiculous. No one on this side is being like, oh, all of these people on the left are domestic terrorists, and that they're calling maybe Antifa domestic terrorists. They may call a lot of what Black Lives Matter is domestic terrorism, but they're not calling all of the right is Hitler, according to the left. That is not going to stop either. This is just the beginning of us being able to affect things more because we have Trump in the office, and Trump is a more reasonable, populist almost guy. He listens. Okay? He's more fucking real than most of the other politicians because they're all fucking fake robots at this point. Not that they're actual robots. Don't fucking misquote me, anyone on YouTube. And it doesn't mean that he'll listen in that case. All right? He did better than Biden, Kamala. He fucking answered people. I can't believe they banned him off tweeting. I hope he starts tweeting again. Actually interacting with the people of this country, even that they're fucking trolls. And he'll fucking shut them down. He's done a great job of that. But whether or not this country will go in the right direction is literally up to each individual that comes together with other individuals of like mind and then does that. Does good. Stomps out evil. Creates a place where evil cannot thrive. Evil thrives here in America. Evil thrives in this world, and we have to do our best to fight it. That's our job. Image the image. Is the image evil? The image of God? We're supposed to do right in his eyes. And no one seems to want to be doing it. Everybody seems, let me just vote somebody good in office. I can walk away now, and they'll take care of it. We won. We won an election. That's just a battle. It's a battleground. We won the battleground states. Now the fucking we get things done war. I don't even want to call that because there should be more cooperation than just. But you can't cooperate with evil shit. You can't cooperate with baby murderers. You have to say no. You can't cooperate with people who are trying to instigate civil war by calling your side Hitler and domestic terrorists who have done. There is nothing on the right that I can come off the top of my head that has occurred in the last several years that has been every time it's a fucking transmission person. Okay, if you catch my drift. It's a fucking Black Lives Matter. It's an Antifa. It's a leftist who is just totally entitled and emotional. It's not like people on the right don't do anything bad. Fuck, of course they do. But you got the Pelosi situation. You got all these other fucking... That's all people on the left. The guy with the hammer was a leftist. He was a Black Lives Matter. He was there to... All right. Pin in that. We can't make peace or compromise with evil, but there does have to be cooperation among people. And once again, here, before I get to that, before I get to what we should do, let me show you the writing on the wall, the indicators of what the future holds. Okay? Florida. 80 degrees outside, sticky day, it's raining. It was bright as fuck, but it was raining, and now it's like gloomy. Day after the election. I'm looking at the numbers. I'm looking at these numbers and I'm like, this is what the future holds. I mean, pretty much all the other elections, all the other results ended up being exactly as I predicted. But it was Amendment 3 and Amendment 4, the percentages, that got me thinking. Okay? On Amendment 4, it was the proposal to make abortion a constitutional right. Okay? A constitutional right to murder the baby inside of the womb. A right on the Constitution to murder babies. 57.1% yes. 42.9% no. No. Okay. Amendment 3 was the Florida proposal to legalize recreational use of cannabis, that is marijuana or weed. 55.9% yes. 44.1% no. To put that in perspective, more people said no to recreational marijuana than they did to baby murder. That's what the future is trending toward. They want to put on the Constitution, you can murder your baby. We don't need an amendment or something that says legalize fucking recreational marijuana. We need the government to say it's not illegal anymore. It's a fucking plant. I don't need an amendment. I don't need anybody to tell me it's okay. Are you fucking insane? I don't need anybody to tell me it's okay to drink liquor or drink coffee. I don't need nobody to tell me it's okay to eat meat and fry eggs. I don't need nobody to tell me that it's okay to dance. All right? And at different times, some of these things were fucking either illegal or controlled by the fucking government. Dancing by local fucking, Footloose. You seen this movie? Was that local government or was that just societal pressure? I don't know. Let me not go off topic. Prohibition. Anyone recall this? When we see, and don't tell me about the tariffs and shit on coffee and stuff like that from other countries. When this happened to the colonials on a small percent tax on fucking tea, shit, they fucking blew their wigs off. We're being taxed 50%. Half of our shit goes to the government to do shit like this, to tell me I can't fucking smoke and you can murder your fucking baby? Money that goes to other countries to help in their wars, but when fucking people here in America fucking get absolutely devastated by natural disasters and they think that the government's going to be there to help them, they get like $100 or a couple $100. But then they give people who are coming here illegally millions, essentially, over a short period of time, thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, willing to fucking, give them $500,000 houses and shit. Oh, don't get me started on the Fed and the fucking housing market and the land, how much land costs, how much everything costs. It has only begun because we weren't even able to have these fucking conversations with Biden and Kamala. Oh, things are getting more expensive. No, they're not. Oh, they're shrinking the things that they're selling to us, but selling it for the same. It doesn't matter. Kill your babies, they say. Oh, and ask us permission when what you can put in your body. Fuck, what? Could you imagine the fucking founding fathers of this country allowing any of that type of shit? And it's the fucking left that I see the rebelliousness in, that are willing to take it that far to fucking do what the founding fathers did. And they'll fucking make themselves feel good about it because that's, oh, look, I'm like the founding fathers. But is it moral? And then the right is just so fucking committed to not doing shit. To just talking shit, looking down, and fucking not even being consistent with their fucking political values. 55% said not. 44.1% said no to recreational weed. Less said no to murdering babies. I thought it was going to be clear cut with the marijuana thing, by the way. Smoking sage here, you see smoking right now. What? I thought it was going to be fucking clear cut. Everywhere I go, I see a medical dispensary. Everywhere I go, I see head shops, that is smoke shops or smoke and vape shops. And they are all standing there, these shops, for a long time. They've been there. So much so that there's other ones being built around them. There's this one block over here in Altamont Springs, Florida. One block where on this either side of this block, there's 4 smoke shops. 4. I was in Ocala. I was driving down one of the main roadways, True Leaf, then another, I forget the name of it, Lifestyle, but it had a big weed symbol on it, and it was a dispensary. And then another block later, it was another True Leaf. The only people that don't want this to happen are people that are benefiting from it being illegal for some people. Everybody, we could fucking be driving down other taxes and just paying taxes on the cannabis. But no. More people said no to this, smoking, than they did to killing babies. Republicans, you think you're winning? Florida's going purple, and they're going to kill babies. Okay? This is the beginning to get Trump to do something about all the problems. There are a lot. It's the illegals. It's part of the problem. It's not like every illegal is going to vote for. I think most illegals will probably vote against abortion, by the way. Not that illegals should be able to vote. But that being said, those people have better moral values and compasses, and that's why they're coming to America, because they're more likely to be more in touch with their spirituality than the normal American. And they've probably been hearing propaganda about and fucking be, oh, you gotta vote for this and fucking all this guilt. It's just beginning. And the writing on the wall is not boding well for the future unless people start doing something about it now. And the way that the Republican Party set up, which then is co-opting all of the right, why is their system the one that fucking controls the entire right? Really, Graceful said something like the right is going to eat itself. So is the left. Nothing will get done if that is what's happening in the right. The last time there tried to be a new right, an alternative right, which was Milo and all these guys on the internet, the alt-right, all of a sudden, what I think to be government plants co-opted the alt-right, and now they're all fucking, oh, you can't fucking, they're all fucking Nazis and all this stuff, and now all the right's Nazis. Interesting how that works. Look at where we are now. Don't forget how we got here. It's fucking 2024. Don't forget 2018. Don't forget what happened when Corona happened. Don't forget what happened when we fucking lost an election. They put a whole bunch of people in fucking jail and have been in jail solitary for months, if not years. That's cruel and inhumane. Don't fucking forget. Never fucking forget why we're fucking here. This is just the beginning. Prepare yourself. A storm is coming. And it's not just me. Arthur Fantastic, aka Silver Lightning, from the storms, whatever. I mean, a storm is coming, and shit isn't. Everybody's holding their breath. They're gonna hold their breath till January. They're gonna hold their breath after that to see what happens after that. It's a gigantic breath and hold. That's where we're at, man. You need to be ready. You need to be prepared. Physically. Food prep. Anything else that you think you might need to have prepared for a situation of total societal collapse, or shit being locked down and you not having anything that you and your family needs, or you by yourself or your girlfriend, whatever. It's not gonna fucking just, and I'm not saying doom, I'm just saying be prepared. Fucking, that's what you should fucking be prepared for everything. You should fucking be prepared to run a fucking, not a marathon, but you need to be able to run. You need to be able to fucking defend yourself. You need to be able to fucking defend your wife or your family from the people, and that, you know, that doesn't stop at your hands. You can't fight a couple people. This ain't a movie. You need a fucking firearm. Arm yourself. And that's not saying, oh, everything's going to break down, people are going to start attacking each other. I'm saying in a situation where everybody's holding their breath, fucking lawlessness is in the streets because of the policies that have been, you have to be able to protect yourself. Just normal day shit. I'm not talking about war. I'm talking about shit isn't going well. You better be prepared for what comes next. Whatever that is. Spiritually. So we touch physically, just get in fucking shape. What the fuck? Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy that fucking weighs everyone else down literally by their weight. Don't be that guy. Be in shape. Get a prep. Be spiritually. This is really the first one. Most of all, spiritually ready. Have a plan with your people and loved ones to all get spiritually, physically prepared and prep your shit. And that will just make you stronger people, even if nothing happens. Be a fucking warrior in a garden, not a gardener at war. I don't know why that took such a fucking serious turn at the end, but I thought it's worth noting. Not likely. Should be ready for anything. Anyway. And that is what leads me to my final thing is, when you get together with your people, you should consider building actual communities. Everybody living so far apart, fucking disconnected. If something happens to one person, you'll never be there in time. You wouldn't even be prepared if something did happen to be, if you were then there in time. Just by being in close proximity to the people that you trust and love gives you opportunity. Whether you're prepared to take that opportunity in defense of yourself or others, whether it's from some large monolithic structured governing body, or from wild lawlessness, you have the opportunity if you're in a proximity with one another. You don't necessarily have good chances until you prepare for those opportunities. And that isn't just about physical threats. That also means growing food. Supply chain stops when somebody has sniffles nowadays. Supply chain stops. Dock workers say, I'm not going to work. It'll shut down the fucking country. You're not fucking getting it. Are you prepared? Are you growing food? Just anything. Just start with something. I bet you fall in love with it. Now have a couple people do that with you at the same time. In close proximity with one another. Chickens, goats, cows even, if you're out in the country. You can have chickens even in the suburbs and stuff, and fucking small little baby goats, whatever, cool, nice. Fucking goats are cool. Depending on how much space you have, right? All these things just lead you toward how would the best way to be this and is be in a community. So I leave with you those solutions and those suggestions and that advice from Arthur Fantastic. But overall, I want you to get this point into your head. It's just begun. Mortal Kombat. No, I'm just joking. It's just begun. That means there's still time to prepare, because when it happens, whatever it is, whether it's a supply chain collapse or it's time to mobilize a political movement to vote for something, or it's time to help each other in times of financial crisis, that can only happen if you have a coordinated effort and group. It's not just like some theoretical war game or fucking saber rattling or fucking fear mongering. I really want, especially for believers, to commune with one another and abide by, as we talk about, the commandments of God, and hold one another to it, and help and shepherd one another through it, and be there, hold each other accountable. That's ultimately what we're trying to accomplish with Project Christ Shaolin. Link in the description. Trying to raise funds, buy land, build a community, homesteaders. You know what I mean? And then maybe we can help others do the same thing. I've seen other people do it. There are tons of people doing it. They're just not trying to fucking. It's not. This is not. I don't have a big channel. Not fucking advertising what I'm doing on some fucking spot. This is for people who find this and understand what I'm talking about. And I hope if you are that viewer, you will message me in one of my socials or join in Christ Shaolin in the links below. Support, comment below, like this video, subscribe if you like this content. Once again, it's just begun. So as I always say, stay up, stay vigilant, stay locked and loaded, stay brutal. Shalom, shalom. Peace.